Hello everybody, welcome to the Boss Cave. I am the boss. With me today I have the returning king and conqueror Marsh.
Oh yeah, hey, what's up? I'm eating a quesadilla.
And we have the chunky Chad. And in the back, Chris.
It's our music boy.
It's the music boy, he's back. Yes.
I don't speak.
So, first we're gonna start off by saying, like, how you been, Marsh? It's been a while since you've been on the podcast. A few weeks.
I
How you been for the
actually,
people at home? How you been for the people at home?
I actually lately this weekend this week I've been pretty great. I'm still stressing about school, but things have been pretty great because I met like a person to help me out with stuff, as well as I'm a DM now. I'm a dungeon master. Wow.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, my life is. I'm
Ever
pulling.
your games? I mean, it's weird.
Yeah, loser, the one who actually got me into D&D.
Shut up.
Technically that was me, but okay.
Okay, technically that was you, but who you introduced it? He was the one who actually taught me and like was able to like get me to like do a lot of stuff. I one-on-one DM'd for this nerd.
Hello.
All right, well,
It was also helpful.
how have you all been? Like, what's new with you guys before we start within the proper news, gaming and pop culture news?
I met a furry.
Okay. Welcome to the.
Continue.
You looked in a mirror?
Yeah, you looked at a mirror?
Like, welcome to the boss game world.
I made except you, Chris. You're a scaly. That's a
Well,
difference.
alright, that's rude.
But I met a furry who is very sweet and nice. Yeah, that's it. That's
most of them are. I mean,
Fun fact.
okay, no, not that many.
most of them are. However,
Rainforest exists.
that's
Never
all I'm
forget.
gonna say is that there is a
Furries that hate
big.
furries exist.
There is a big. Most furries are good, and then there's a huge asterisk that's the size of the sun after it.
Goodness.
But yeah.
But yeah.
What
Okay,
about
your turn, Chris.
everybody
Okay.
else?
Oh, I was just gonna say a fun fact. Hey,
Go ahead.
If you ever get a random boner and you want to get rid of it, flex a muscle for 60 seconds and your dick goes down.
Alright.
Our dick has a cheat code, and now you know it.
Is there one for infinite energy? What about unlimited bullets?
God, no, stop.
Unlimited blade works. Hello?
Yeah.
Stop.
Yeah. Alright, what you do is you go up, down, down, left, right, and pull your dick off.
You go up, down, down on your zipper.
I'm willing to take that chance.
And then you
Way.
Stop my water.
and then you get to shoot it like a Glock.
Stop.
So
I don't. Why is this what happens when I come back?
So, anyways, talking about some of the gaming and pop culture news that we have today. So, you all are aware of E3, correct? E3 is upon us in a few weeks here.
Electronic Expo.
The Electronics Expo.
Yoy.
So, and I asked, like, kind of last week, what you all were excited about with E3. We got mixed answers and some good stuff here. But I just want to announce some people out here who have been giving out some of the little tad bit of what they are going to be talking about in E3. We have one from Xbox, PlayStation, and who else?
Nintendo?
No, not Nintendo just yet.
Yeah,
Not
Nintendo.
Nintendo just yet, and Capcom.
Did you guys hear about how Nintendo Labo flopped? That's fun.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's cardboard box, so what you expect?
Yeah.
So,
Wait,
right,
it flopped?
Yeah, it flopped pretty hard.
I wasn't even paying attention to it. I slept on it.
Exactly. I didn't even notice it came out.
so
I didn't even know it existed.
I only noticed it because Grant was like the #1 fan.
I wasn't the #1 fan. I just was like, hey, this is pretty cool.
Yeah.
Oh, hey. Now it's not.
Yeah, apparently it's not now. Even though I was like, oh, this is actually pretty cool. Like the heat-seeking robot thingy, that was pretty cool.
Hey,
You
it
know.
was wholesome. And
Yeah.
then it sucked.
Yeah. So right now, Xbox is the biggest one to release E3, and they are quoting this as their biggest E3 yet. They kick
Mhm.
off the fourth day of E3, and they are talking right now and suggesting right now that they're going to start collaborating with Japanese publishers, and that they're going to have some Japanese published games on the Xbox come 2018, 2019.
Fucking foreigners.
So you can't be saying that.
Wow, the
Don't say this.
xenophobia is strong today, ladies and gentlemen. We
So
have been demonetized. Good night, everybody.
the views of people on the Boss Cave are their own, and they do not reflect the Boss Cave's overall. Anyway, so they've talked on the table right now. Red Dead Redemption 2 is on the table for talking. They're going to show off more of it at E3. That's obvious. I can't wait for Red Dead Redemption 2. It looks amazing. We'll talk about it a little bit later. I'm dedicating a little bit of the news to it. But some positive changes, as they quote on E3 for Microsoft, will be that they are going to hire out some of the people who work for Microsoft Theater, which is their kind of movie production part of Microsoft, to start showing a little bit more of what the gameplays are going to look like, instead of just, kind of what they're describing it as is a machinima, kind of. Which I'm very interested to see, because what they've said is one possible announcement that Microsoft teased only this week was Halo 6, which has not even been discussed formally. And they've also discussed something like a PlayStation game streaming service. You know, the PlayStation Now kind of deal, where you can stream from like servers that are not part of your PlayStation. That kind of stuff. They're starting to look into it. And they are talking about an unspecific RPG at the show. That is confirmed. There is going to be a RPG from Microsoft in 2018, 2019 that they're going to show off and announce at E3. They have not said anything else besides that it's going to be there. And that's all from Microsoft for right now. For PS4, they're going to release some of the sales numbers for for things like Monster Hunter World, Persona 5, and what's coming new for those series. Hopefully, fingers crossed, everybody, they're going to get a localization for Dancing All Night Persona 5, which is going to be
Just
great.
What we always wanted.
Which will be, it'll be great. So, right now, it looks like the number one selling item for the PS4 is Persona 5, followed up with Nier Automata. This is all in America, by the way. All in America.
Whoa.
And
Hey, boys.
and then coming in third, surprisingly, is a tie between Yakuza 0 and Monster Hunter World.
How's it a surprise, boss?
Well, I'm saying that I was surprised more at Yakuza 0, because I didn't think anybody
But it's Yakuza
really
0.
paid.
It's really
Have you
good.
not seen the karaoke?
No, I love Yakuza 0. I was just saying that, like, it's gonna be, it's very, very strange to me how it's a number 3 right now in 2018 alone.
Right.
Which is, it's strange. Also, little update on some price drops that happened to the entirety of the PS4 lineup. So we have price drops ranging from 20% to around 10%. And some notable ones are Devil May Cry was $25, is now $7. So if you ever want to pick up like Devil May Cry Definitive Edition,
The new one, right?
the new one, not Devil May Cry 4. The
edgy boy?
Yes. Dragon Quest Builders was at $60, now is discounted to $36 to $28. So if you ever want to pick up that game, it's a pretty good game actually. I won't lie. Final Fantasy 15 Royal Edition was $50, now it's $40 to $33. Gravity Rush Remastered, if you wanted to have those waifus, is now $12, was $30. Mega Man Legacy Collection was $15, is now $7. Monster Hunter World, biggest price reduction, was $60, is now $45.
It's really worth the price now, guys.
And
you have no
wait,
excuse.
hold up.
Really is.
Hold up. Monster Hunter World Digital Deluxe Edition was $70, is now $52 to $56.
Damn.
And Nier Automata was now dropped from $60 to $36 to $30, which is a fantastic game, and I will be picking up as soon as I get some money.
I'm picking this up right now.
Persona 5.
I don't want to get emotional.
Persona 5.
Get
is-
emotional.
Persona 5 was $60. Now it's $36 to $30. Sorry, $33 to $27. My bad, I read the wrong one. Persona 5 Ultimate Edition was $125, which is now $100 to $87. And those are the most popular ones. Also, Tales of Zestiria, Berestia, and Tales of Symphonia Remixed. I don't know what that is, but I love Tales of Symphonia, so I will take a look at it. All were $60, are now in the $20 range. So that's all it is from PS4. They're going to announce some new DLC for some of their games. Hopefully, if we cross our fingers, we'll get that localization of Persona 5, Dancing All Night, or Dancing Saturday Night, whatever it's called. And
Dancing Saturday Night Alive.
yeah, and also coming up soon is that the PS4 and Sony are releasing a Humble Bundle type deal.
Oh.
Humble.
Yes, and you can get in this deal. It's not certified just yet, but this is what the speculation is for the deal. We might get more at E3. Dead Rising, Crazy Taxi, Dust Force, Super Monkey Ball, Banana Splits. Might even include Resident Evil, Mega Man Legacy Collection, and Resident Evil Code Veronica, and Alien Isolation.
Oh.
So those are some of the games that are slated for it. Also, if there's very, very small chance, there might be Sonic Generations in that too. And if you drop,
Whoa.
and there's going to be different tiers. Paying $1 or more gets you all those games. Paying $15 or more will get you Dead Rising 2 and Valkyria Chronicles Remastered. Which, for $15, getting almost 7 games, that's not a bad deal. I mean, you do get some exclusive things. So, Crazy Taxi, you can only play on the PS3 right now if you have a PS3. Dust Force Super Monkey Ball is PS Vita. But the Dead Rising is PS4. Resident Evil PS4. Mega Man PS4. Alien Isolation PS4. And then it breaks down to some more PS3 games. So, right now, the bundle is not up for purchase quite yet, although this is what we are thinking. Also, if you pay more than $1, you will get 50% off Yakuza 0.
Wow.
And that's all from the E3 nonsense going down right now. I just wanted to put that a little to the side, and then we can talk about E3 in a second here. But I don't know if you guys have seen the new thing that came out by Deadpool, but Deadpool 2 had that collab with Celine Dion, and it is amazing. I was very unaware of it until somebody brought it up. It was pretty good.
All I see
Nice.
from that is just like him doing really selfless advertising, but he makes it funny.
All right, and now for the heavy hitter of Rockstar fans, Red Dead Redemption 2.
Oh yeah, that.
The trailer for it, the third trailer, landed on Wednesday of this week.
I'm really
And
excited.
it looks so fucking good. The graphics,
I'm really fucking excited about it.
the graphics, the graphics. Look, I'm not gonna say the reveal until the graphics look amazing. The storyline looks revamped and brand new, and it's gonna be so much fun. Honestly, if you don't know what the Red Dead Redemption series is about, it's basically
amazing.
Boy, it's time to educate
it's
yourself.
basically.
It's so good.
I'm not. No. Don't spoil anything for people who haven't played Red Dead 1 yet.
Absolutely.
But
do
Red
not.
Dead Redemption is.
No, I mean spoil like the trailer.
Oh, yeah. I'm not gonna spoil the trailer too much, but I'll give you a little bit of hints. So
Just go watch the trailer.
Go watch the trailer. I'll link it below too, if you're on the YouTube video.
There's obviously that fucking thing.
That thing that everybody who watched the trailer knows what we're talking about.
Yeah.
We might spoil it here, but
Chat,
not
don't do
too
it.
much.
Chat,
But
don't do it.
So if you don't know what Red Dead Redemption is, it's basically imagine GTA but set in the Wild West, where the GTA
Yeah.
setting can thrive.
So
You
good.
are a gruff, rough and tumble cowboy who
Yeah.
I don't know how much I want to spoil of Red Dead 1, but basically you go on a quest for vengeance. I'm not gonna say too much else.
Yeah.
And
I love it so much.
if you love if you love old Western movies like John Wayne and you know, Clint Eastwood, all those fantastic classics, Good, the Bad, the Ugly. This is a game that you need to play if you haven't already played it. So,
I
what's
loved it when I
what's
played it.
what is new with this story? It is almost 20 years later. Uh, it is 1899, which the first game takes place in about 1879, I believe. And we're not gonna go into it too much, but after a robbery went wrong, the main characters are Arthur Morgan and the Van der Leen, I hope I'm saying that right, gang are forced to flee with federal agents and the best bounty hunters in the nation massing on their heels. The gang must rob, fight, and steal their way across the rugged heartland of America in order to survive, deepening the internal divisions and threatening to tear the gang apart. Arthur, the main character, must make a choice between his own ideals and loyalty to the gang who raised him, or siding with the law. So there might be a choice system here where you'll be able to.
Where your choices will probably actually matter.
Might be.
Yeah.
Maybe Renegade or Paragon. Let's
Yep.
get it.
And we're not going to spoil some of the characters, but right now, some people who are returning from Red Dead that are notable are Bill Williamson, Javier Escuela, which are the gang members, and they are also from the first Red Dead Redemption. Sadie Adler, who is also in the gang from the first game. And we're not going to spoil who else is coming back, but those are some of the notable ones.
Just give a spoiler warning, like, yo, if you haven't seen it, go.
Yeah,
watch
but
Okay.
you don't want people to not tune into the boss cave.
Okay.
Yeah.
Come back.
Okay.
Come back.
So we're gonna give you a second here before we spoil what's
there you
going
go.
on. You have 5 seconds here before we spoil. If you're on the YouTube, just go ahead and skip forward if you don't want to be
If you're watching
spoiled.
the stream, just pause.
If you're
And then
watching the
skip forward,
stream,
it's an even bigger spoiler.
if you're watching the
It's
stream,
gonna be funny.
come back in like maybe 10 seconds. All right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
All right,
mute us.
Chris, go ahead. Hit him with the spoiler. Now that everybody's
Oh
gone.
my God, John Marston was in the fucking trailer.
Yes, he is. He's back. He is back from the first game, and he's looking
How the
better
fuck
than
did
ever.
he live, dude?
Nobody knows. I want to know in the story myself too.
He got fucking gunned down by like 50 people.
I don't know how he
You
lived.
did.
Holy shit.
I don't know how he lived, but there's got to be some type of player interaction with that character. Otherwise, people will be mad. All right, spoiler over. Now y'all can come
I
back.
was gonna spoil more.
No, that was the big one that we wanted to do.
Yeah.
All right, and any other news from you guys that you want to talk about?
I was just thinking, like, about games in general. It's just like, I feel like my attitude towards them has changed from like, I want to play everything to just like, I want something that'll distract me. Like, I used to get into shit like Skyrim and Fallout, but now I'm more like Monster Hunter, where it's like, I just want to go in and beat something up and then I'm done.
All right.
Yeah?
I don't know if you guys have changed your attitudes about games.
Oh,
Like, that's why I don't play things like Persona or Yakuza, because they're like story.
I don't know, man. Kiryu be giving it to
Your
him.
Kiryu is pretty.
Kiryu's kind of brutal, dude.
Yeah.
I don't
Kiryu makes
know.
Kratos look like a choir boy,
I'm
dude.
just saying, like,
I don't know, man.
like Monster
If
Hunter,
I-
like, you can go in, get a monster, find it, kill it. But Persona's like, all right, you have a whole story you gotta recognize and like do it.
That's
or, like, with
If
Yakuza.
that's one of the biggest criticisms I did have for
Yeah.
Persona is that there's a lot of downtime. So, Marsh, what did you have to say?
I really do like those kind of games though. I like the ones with story.
Well, I mean, it's each their own, is what I say.
yeah.
For me,
You just want to be a cowboy,
for
baby.
me, I wanna be a cowboy, baby.
Well, for me, I actually like want to hear a story and see what goes on.
Oh no, I guarantee. I trust Rockstar is on. Rockstar is on
Then
my.
play Hollow Knight, Marsh. Play
Rockstar.
Hollow Knight, Marsh.
I'll flip you off.
Rockstar is
Let me off.
on
I'm
my
down with
list
that.
of developers that is in the safe. I will look at every game that they play or make, and I will 100% check it out and buy their games. They are on the safe developers list. You know, they may be on thin ice with GTA 5 because I mean it's a good game.
Controversy.
It's a good game,
It's a good game, but like,
but
happening with that game.
there's been a lot of things that going on.
Controversy.
And it's not the usual ones that you're used to with GTA. It's not the violent video games make our kids No. We're talking about
Money.
microtransactions here, and
That's why people are scared to
Oh
work
yeah,
that
for
way.
in-game money. Boy,
I
what a thing.
hope to fucking God that they do not have a Red Dead Redemption in-game currency or something like that.
That's what everybody's scared
That's
about.
gonna
Hey
make me
guys,
cry.
want a Batmobile? Buy it.
Yeah, I just
I'll cry.
the whole point of GTA 5 multiplayer was that you start out as a lowly criminal and you steal, you lie, you cheat, you steal your way up to the ranks.
You Eddie
Rest in-
Guerrero your way to the top.
Rest in fucking peace, Eddie. But
Miss you, man.
we miss you,
Say
man.
hello to my little friend.
But
And tell Chris Benoit we miss him too.
yeah, tell Chris Benoit if he's up there. But anyways, oh, we just got demonetized.
Okay, my bad. Chris Benoit? Chris Ben who?
That's who?
Who? Chris Benoit? What's up?
The Wolverine dude, right?
Oh yeah, Hugh Jackman. Yeah, we
Hugh
miss you,
Jackman. We miss you. Anyways,
Lord, you Lord.
wrestling jokes aside, I just the whole purpose of GTA 5 was that you were to lie, cheat, steal your way to the top of a criminal enterprise, and then having my in-game purchases that you can just say, okay, I wanna buy with real money that I had,
This tank.
$10,000 worth of in-game money, or a golden yacht or whatever. That it disingenuines the franchise a little bit, because if you think about it, the old days of GTA, like GTA 4, you would just go ham with your friends. It was just a free for all. GTA 5 tried to put a little structure to that, but in the end, it always ends up like a free for all.
Yep.
Everybody kills each other, everybody shoots each other, everybody places bounties on each other's heads, and that's how it's supposed to be. We don't want anything else, Rockstar. Yes, the banks heists were cool once you finally fucking implemented.
We don't, but the baddies do grant.
Oh, yes, that's
the
right.
majority grant, they gotta make money.
Yeah, I read that study too, where the majority of GTA players are actually under 18.
The baddies grant, think of the children.
I mean,
God.
I just think that Rockstar should be focusing towards their main demographic instead of exploiting these children that play their video games, unfortunately. And it's just it just goes back to that one Vine. There's only one thing worse than a GTA player.
A child.
Boom, a child. No.
Child.
No.
A child GTA player. Cause I just remember that when I played it on the Xbox One, when we had it for the Xbox One, my brother did. I got on the microphone sometimes, and I would be playing with like a few of my friends in the party, and like we would not have enough people to like complete a mission or whatever, and like a random kid would join in on us, and it was always a kid. They were always under 12, and their microphone was always too fucking close to their mouth, and it was so fucking terrible. I hated every minute of it, but I wanted to play GTA 5, and ever since, I think I did that for maybe like a month, and then I got so fed up with the kids online that I just would not play it anymore. That's why I don't play like CS:GO anymore. Well, that and a lot of other reasons, but CS:GO has become saturated with 12-year-olds. And I don't have anything wrong with kids. I have no problem with children playing video games.
They don't burn in a fire.
I just don't want them in games and on their microphone calling me obscenities that they've heard on a
But
PewDiePie
don't
video.
truly know the real meaning.
Yes, I've had little kids call me the N-word, the other F word, the R word, which all of those things I cannot say on Twitch. I've heard all
And
those.
the word that can only be expressed in Cthulhu's language. You know, that.
I mean, Chad can say.
I mean,
No,
no,
well,
because
no,
Etika
here's the thing about that.
almost got banned for it, which is why he
Well,
doesn't
here's the
stream on
thing,
Twitch anymore.
I'm making a side here real quick.
Good game, good game.
Go ahead.
Not to get political or anything.
Yeah.
Even though people claim, oh shit, well, no, it's okay for me to say it since I'm this color or whatever.
Yeah.
Nah, no, fuck you. You're a part of the problem. Fix yourself right now.
I don't believe that the word should be used in white people's mouths at all. If the people who are targeted, like for me, I technically am allowed to say the other F word, but I don't because I don't feel like it
Technically, we all are.
it doesn't. I mean, we're all gay here, but it doesn't.
What do you mean we? What, am I gonna be marginalized this way too?
Yeah.
That's the only state.
We're the furries. There you go.
Yeah, I mean, it's just I don't feel the need to use it, and if African American people would like to use it, or just anybody of African descent wants to use it, or even people in Africa want to use it, that's not my business to say that they can or can't. Anyways, that aside, we're not getting political because this is not a political stream.
Too late.
Oh no, yes we are. It's too late.
We already did. It's too
We
late.
already is too deep. Alex Jones gonna hunt us down, boy.
All right, we need to seize the means of production. We need to unionize, break up the state.
Right back, everybody. We have a technical.
We're having a technical difficulty. The FBI is breaking down my door immediately.
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Okay.
Anyways, so back to E3. Red Dead Redemption.
Yo, I rolled a 1.
Oh shit.
Oh, nice.
You get shot. But Red Dead Redemption. What are you guys? What are?
Okay, moving
But,
along now for realsies.
We're gonna talk about a little bit of Red Dead Redemption and then other EA prediction or the E3 predictions.
Uh-huh.
So what is the best thing you want to see from Red Dead Redemption 2? For me, I want to see more customizable options for my loadout. I want to be able to change my like sombrero out for like a cowboy hat, or like a cowboy out for like a poncho or whatever thing. I want to make sure that my character feels the way that I want it to feel. Really? Like
Absolutely.
that's kind of a staple.
If I want to look like Clint Eastwood, let me. If I want to look like Van Cleef, let me.
Yeah, if I want to look like the shootout at OK Corral, covered in blood and bullet holes, let me.
All I want is a dog.
That would be cool.
Yes.
Like-
I think.
Like, imagine this, for instance. You have kind of companions almost. I'm not gonna say to the same level as like Metal Gear
Okay,
5.
we had horses, but like
Yeah.
I want a fucking dog. I either want a dog or let me adopt any fucking animal I see when I'm like, just let me do it. If I see a fucking cow, let me adopt a fucking cow as my new pet. Leave me alone.
I want.
I will call him Jimmy, and he is mine.
You just stole a cow from somebody, Marsh.
He is my son, and I love him.
Excuse me, they didn't love him enough to watch out for me. They should have grabbed their gun and shot me away, but you know what? They didn't. So Jimmy's mine now.
Marsh is so angry about this.
Mark gets scared sometimes.
So,
I want a cow.
anyways, I agree with you, Marsh. There should be some sort of like a companion pet system here.
If I want a donkey, you better believe I'm going.
Like, alright, so imagine this, for instance. Like, say you find like a baby coyote or something.
Mine.
Yeah, you raise that coyote, and he follows you on your travels or something.
And
like
I'm
that.
gonna name him Wild.
Or, think about this. What was prevalent back during that times? A lot of traveling circuses. So imagine, for instance, you have a like circus bear or something, and that you free it, and he becomes like your best friend, like Cheeseburger was in Far Cry. Cheeseburger was a good boy.
Give me a bear.
Cheeseburger.
Give me a bear.
Cheeseburger was a good boy.
Give me a bear. Give me a bear.
We get it, Marsh. But so like that would be a cool addition, as well as like some human companions. Also, what I would like to see, and I don't mean to dominate the conversation again, but what I would like to see is some sort of branching storyline, like Chris said, Mass Effect kind of deal. What are you guys interested in seeing?
You know what I want? Really?
Go ahead.
Man, I don't know. I want to, if I choose a good path, like you all know that I will,
Thanks, Meg.
I want an actual reward other than a stupid duster coat. Let's talk about Red Dead Redemption's rewards for good or bad, right? In the original, if you went totally evil, you got like this sick, evil looking horse. One missing eye, black except for a white face with a skull pattern on it. It was sick. I loved it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then I started a new save file. I was like, hey, let's do all good and see what I get. I got a duster coat that made me take more extra damage from bullets. Oh,
Yep.
God. Oh, thanks. Right. That's good. I love no.
It's the wild, wild west.
You passed the fifth.
It's
You
the wild
passed
west,
the-
bitch.
Oh, not a pacifist. You're a good guy. You can kill bad guys like civilians. It's
Yeah,
fine.
you're right.
But,
just-
like,
Good.
give me an actual, like, if you're going to have a reward system, like, incentivize both. Like, give people reasons for, like, you know, picking
Yeah.
either, or just remaining neutral or whatever. Maybe.
Yeah, because like there are some people who like are just neutral or like who want to just be path good. Like it's
I
good to, like,
want to
there
be
for
the
everyone.
sheriff. Is that so
It's
wrong?
Freaking Chad the sheriff over here, just like with his hat and everything. Like, hi.
Marsh,
Howdy. You want
Marsh,
some nuggies?
Marsh just wants
What?
to kill everybody in the Wild West.
I feed my
I will go down to Miss. I'll go down to like Miss, like to like some woman like Susan or something, and like holding like my goddamn gun and just like, where's Jimmy? I saw you took my cow, Susan.
Where's Jimmy,
So-
Susan?
Where's my cow?
Where's
You took
my
it back.
Where is
Where's my-
Betsy? Where is she?
I know I took it from you first, but give it back.
Hello?
But
Where you're actually frightened.
another a good thing would be like kind of how they had in GTA, where you could go to like convenience stores and then like do a spontaneous robbery. You know those?
Oh God.
That would be
Yeah.
kind of cool. Like for instance, like you just in the spur of the moment, you have like your companion or whatever, you and him go into like a saloon or a town and have a shoot off with the sheriff. That would be kind of cool. And like if you kill the sheriff, you get more bounty on your head, and you get pushed further to the side of evil, or something like that.
Yeah.
That'd be kind of cool.
And you can just kick the door in on a place and demand something, and they just give it to you.
just kick open the sliding the double doors on a saloon and have them come back and hit
Your
you.
best nuggies. Ow.
No, the best thing would be kick the door open.
Put
They,
the chicken nuggets in the bag.
they fly open and then they hit you again when you try to go in.
Oh yes.
Uh,
Brilliant.
Chad breaks down the door. Where are your Ah!
Ah!
That's a shotgun shot to the chest.
What you say?
What you only been well.
what I also would like, and sorry, I have a lot of things for Red Dead to
You
be
have
good.
many things.
I
You have
would
many things, and then there's me for a cow.
I would like some sort of not exactly like full mod support, because I know that it's you know Rockstar, and they're in no way Bethesda, which puts out a unfinished game and then say, hey, just mod it to be better.
Oh God.
I would kind of like a little bit more support for mods though. Like I don't know if you guys have seen like some of the
Todd Howard looms over the horizon.
some of the crazy fucking GTA 5 mods like Carmageddon or like the zombie apocalypse one.
Horse-mageddon.
No,
Horse-mageddon.
the GTA 5 ones. But
No,
those,
but like for Red Dead.
yeah, but for Red Dead. And I wouldn't be too mad if they do a Red Dead Zombie again, because that was pretty fun.
Yeah.
At least theirs is different.
At least theirs kind of actually makes sense if you think about it. Because the most effective means for killing zombies in that game wasn't just shooting them in the head. It was actually using fire and like bombs and explosives and everything. and like
Phosphorus rounds, son. Phosphorus rounds.
like
You can't beat that.
if you think about it, comparison to some other zombie survival games out there, the use of explosives and fire doesn't really matter all that much.
Explosions, you just blow off their legs. Now they're crawling at you.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah. Like
Pretty much.
that's not how a grenade would work in real life. A grenade in real life would be like, boom, shrapnel everywhere, and like some of it would probably go into a zombie's head, killing him.
Yeah.
Or fire. Fire would just fucking melt all their skin off their bones. They can't move no more. You're good.
Yeah.
You're Gucci.
You can.
Even if it doesn't kill them, it's still incapacitated. So, anything else you guys want from Red Dead before we move on to more E3 predictions?
I just want to be a
I think I'm good.
I love Chris. I just want to be a cowboy.
honestly,
Baby.
it's like the only game where it accurately
Portrays
projects
cowboys.
how, like you could just walk into a town and be like, yeet, bang, 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 bang.
Yeah.
And just start killing people.
Yeah.
And then pet the dog.
And then
right after.
And then
Pet
run
the-
away.
And then run away.
And, I love when you would ride around the town, just see like a woman getting trapped, and you're like, "Ha, my lady," and then you shoot.
Shoot her. Yeah.
And then you shoot her. Yeah. And you're like,
Yeah. But I mean, since the fact that it is like a gang that you're playing as, and you have a moral obligation versus your gang obligation kind of deal here with the storyline, I would kind
Is that what
of,
it's gonna be?
yeah, it's kind of what the storyline's looking like right now. I kind of would like to see maybe like your gang take over a village or a town and like hold up,
Yeah.
have like a final. Well, technically they were villages because it's like the Midwest during like the gold rush.
You're right.
But
But,
like, that would be kind of cool to have like an OK Corral shootout or like a kind of Legend 7 or whatever that movie Magnificent 7 kind of deal where you
Legend 7.
you know what I
That
meant.
hurt my
The
No, that hurt.
The Magnificent 7 where you just like fortify this town up against the coming sheriff and lawmen and you just fucking shoot them down. Also, I mean, it might be a little stereotyped at this point, but I want like a Tonto kind of companion. Like somebody who knows the lay
Do
of the
that,
land.
we need to bring back Buffalo Soldier, and I mean it.
Ooh, yeah, that would be a good one.
That was my boy in the original Red Dead Revolver.
Absolutely. Yeah, that actually you bring up a pretty good point, Chad. How are they going? I mean, everybody knows now pretty much that the South, if you were a freed slave and you couldn't go anywhere in the South, you went west. So I want to see how how Rockstar can include
I want to see Bethesda take their hand at this too.
yeah,
I want to
Bethesda.
see Todd Howard's vision.
Bethesda, get working on Fallout New Vegas 2. Now.
And throw in Buffalo Soldier, not as DLC. Just get the rights for the crossover.
Yeah, just
do it.
no. Just get like a Buffalo Soldier, like a real Buffalo. Just dig him up from the grave and just put him in the game.
Just dig him up from the graves and model a character after it. There you go.
There you go, boys.
God.
No. So,
don't do that, Todd, please.
some E3, some additional E3 predictions from you all. What would you like to see? Who would you like to see at E3? You know, what do you think E3 is going to bring to us this year?
I want. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
He's gonna be there. Miyamoto's at every E3. Him and Reggie.
They're gonna be up there and they're just gonna dunk the competition on stage.
Of course, Nintendo always wins at E3.
Remember that time people were like, Microsoft won this at the E3, and then the Kinect came out and everyone was like, hey, hold up, wait a minute.
Remember when everybody was
Hold
remember when Nintendo went last that one year and everybody was like, damn, Sony.
And blew out the water.
Everybody was like, Sony won the E3, and then Nintendo was like, watch this, and destroyed
Nintendo
them.
was like, hold my Mario cartridge.
Yeah. But so what do y'all want to see before I start talking over? And if you have something that you want to see in chat, go ahead and free to put it down there.
I'll
Todd
tell you something. I don't know anything about this, so I'm going on mute.
Okay.
Oh, oh. We
I
gotta get more relatable things here.
Well, I mean, E3 is E3, and we are technically a pop culture and gaming podcast, so you know.
I mean, you're right.
So I mean, it's okay, Marsh, if you don't know too much. Me and Chad and Chris will talk about most of it then, and then we
And
give.
then I will be wrong about 80% of it.
Same. I don't really know what's coming up, but I'm excited. I guess. I mean,
So what I kind of would
Don't
like.
worry, Grant has the wiki or whatever. He has his computer up and ready, so like Grant's actually
right.
probably reading this shit off. He does he. So don't worry.
What I would like to see from Nintendo is a proper Mario Odyssey DLC. I'm not saying a whole new world,
Expansion.
but I'm saying, Star Road? Give me something like that. Give me harder levels that really can push me once I've completed like the main game. And not, I mean, Dark Side of the Moon was all good and everything, but it was no
And then
Star.
there was Darker Side.
But
Woo.
but there's no like Star Road. Give me Star Road and I'll be happy, kind of. I mean, Luigi's Balloon World, it's cool as a mini game, but like,
Everyone glitching everything out
yeah,
to
I
make
mean,
sure you can't beat them.
yeah,
Great game, guys. You did
yeah,
good. Nintendo.
yeah.
You
But
you did wonderful. Oof.
again, Metroid, Indivisible, and Bloodstained. Yeah, of course. Those are the ones that we talked about before. But I'm talking about like specific things that we want to see in terms of E3 production and everything. Where was that one guy at the Game Awards or the game whatever it was that one guy?
Gamescom.
I was like, fuck the Oscars.
Yeah, he was like, "Fuck the Oscars! I want him back. Give me him back."
He's the one who made a way out. The one
Yeah,
everybody's
yeah,
nutting over right now.
yeah. Hey, Way Out's pretty good.
Never tried it.
Uh, who else? Todd Howard, obviously. Anytime Toddy Boy
Yeah.
shows up, it's
It's a meme and a half.
always great to see Toddy Boy doing something, especially when he,
It's always good to see
When he
Tom
makes
getting
you
out
buy
there.
triple
he-
buys Skyrim
when
in front of you.
yeah. Also, another thing I wanted to mention was Skyrim VR just went for the PC. So if you actually have a VR headset and I think it's actually $60 right now, because Bethesda. Uh, if you got $60 to spend and a VR headset, then go buy Skyrim and mod the shit out of it because
Triple buy it.
Well, you
it's-
can't mod on console because
it's what
Not
Todd
with that attitude, you can't.
it's what Todd would want. Let's be honest.
Todd would want creation clubs so you can buy mods.
Yeah, 2,000 ports of Skyrim. I think the funniest thing is that there's a mod out there that will tell you what time, what it gives you in real time people buying Skyrim, which is the funniest thing. It
That's
gives
great. I love that.
it's a little spell that you can cast and it'll show you in real time how many people have bought Skyrim and who's buying it right now,
That's pretty good.
which is very funny. And the creator was Bod Boward or something like that, which is even
Oh,
funnier.
no.
Which is even funnier.
Oh, that's amazing.
For all that Bethesda can, just shit out a game like Fallout 4 that can be very disappointing to hardcore fans, I will always say that they have fantastic mod support. I've never ever met a modder that told me that they couldn't mod anything for Fallout or Skyrim because the files that you need to mod Skyrim and Fallout are readily available. And I even tried my hand at modding one time, and pretty
How'd
much
that go?
pretty much what I did was I wanted to make a mod that increased the differencing times of when player NPCs would or player companion NPCs would like say certain things. So if you're unaware, like whenever you pick something up in Fallout 4, they would occasionally be like, "What are you gonna use that for? You want that junk?" Or like something like that. I wanted to increase the frequency of the ones that I had not heard, and I didn't really go so well with it because I'm an idiot. But I did find a mod that did that exactly, so I used that.
He was like, well, somebody else already did it. so-
Somebody else already did it, so I was like, "Fuck, I missed my chance." I did get pretty far with it. It's not all that hard to mod anything for Skyrim or Fallout, even if you're not like a hardcore coder. But E3 predictions. Who do you think's gonna win? Who do you think's gonna win this game? Like I know
Us.
Nintendo is obviously the choice, but I want to say like if Nintendo
Clearly, Riot Games will win.
if
I
it's
mean,
not
we all know the Wii. Like,
if Nintendo doesn't win this year, or say for instance, if who's gonna be the second winner for this year? Will it be Microsoft? Will it be Sony? Will it be Square? Will it be who else? I mean, oh yeah, that's a good point, Fezza. Kingdom Hearts 3. What do you guys want to see from Kingdom Hearts 3?
Mike Wazowski.
Mike Wazowski.
I
I
want
want
to see
to.
more furry Sora.
I want to see a release.
Oh my god, yes, I saw that.
I want to see a release date. I want to see a release date.
What's the release date, you guys?
Look, they're not pulling another Persona 5 on us. They're not pulling.
Hey man, I just want Titus to show up for 2 seconds, kick a blitz ball, and die.
Yeah, no, he has to do the laugh. If he shows up, he has to do the laugh.
He has to do the laugh as he dies.
You know,
As he
that
bleeds
laugh
out
was-
on the
it was
ground.
supposed
The
to
only
be,
way.
like, that awkward.
Yeah, that's the point. I want him to do the last. Go to the Pride Land, you furries. I want to see how they're gonna handle the
I want Kingdom Hearts, but with Black Panther.
I was gonna say I want to see how they're gonna handle the Marvel universe of
How are they gonna handle Star Wars?
yeah, how they're gonna handle
You
Sora's
can't.
Sora's gonna get a fucking lightsaber and chop his hand off.
Oh no! Mickey's gonna show up to save him. He's like, what?
Dude,
What?
it works! It works because the darkness and the light could just be the light and the dark side of the
Yo,
Oh!
Yoda comes out and be like, young
Yoda's
Sora,
a summon, guys. Yoda's a summon.
young Sora, touch a titty, you must.
The darkness.
What if Yoda?
Yourself, you must get Sora.
What if Yoda shows up and like it's surrounded by like a corrupted darkness version of like Palpatine or something, and Yoda is just fucking freaking out?
Yo.
That would be
And
great.
it-
Dude, Darth
the
Vader as a
boss
summon?
fight?
Yo!
Darth Vader as a
Vader.
summon. That'd be cool.
Sora's like, friendship ended with Donald and Goofy. Darth Vader is my best
He is
friend
my
now.
only best friend.
Ah, yes.
And it works because he did become good in the end, so it's fine.
I want them to show up with just like Thanos to just show up and snap his fingers, and then half the enemies on the field die. That would be pretty fun.
I would love, like, I want him to show up.
For those of you who've watched the new movie, you know what I'm talking about. But for those of you who don't, just go see the movie.
Those of you who read the comics, you also know what we're talking about.
Yes. Thanos is a badass, and I want to see him.
Yes, Infinity War spoilers.
Infinity War spoilers.
He dies.
I love it
No,
when the mic
Infinity
comes
War spoilers. Infinity War spoilers.
up. And we
And I
live.
live.
And we live. But summons. What would be cool is maybe like not exactly like anybody from the Marvel universe, but other than Hulk, because I think Hulk would be a pretty cool summon, or Thanos.
Hulk will be a bit too good. Let's
No,
be real here.
I mean, just imagine it. Like, Hulk is pretty much an Exodia. You just summon him, and then, like, he does shit tons of damage, and then leaves.
Or
but-
he sometimes doesn't get summoned at all because you don't have all the pieces. Because some nerd throw
Yeah.
cards in the water.
Yeah, because
Guys, Yugi, you're an idiot. Why did you trust him?
Weevil threw your fucking cards in the water, you dumb fucking cunt.
Freaking Weevil Underwood.
Fucking
Wait, so
Weevil. Yeah.
Weevil Underwood.
You've seen Infinity Wars, right?
Yes, I've seen Infinity Wars.
I
Don't spoil
looked
anything.
in- No, I'm not. Look in Boss Cave. It is not a spoiler at all, even if you look at it, and nobody will get it except for you.
Oh, oh no. Oh fuck. He gave me.
Oh,
If
geez.
you've seen Infinity Wars, if you've seen Infinity
Oh,
Wars,
boy.
if you've seen Infinity Wars, I want you to go on to Google right now and look up Microsoft Windows 95 logo, and just you'll know what I'm talking about. But so anything else you guys are interested in at Kingdom Hearts or anything else?
Hey, man. When's Undertale 2?
Yeah, when is Undertale 2?
I don't know.
When's Overtale?
Perish. Just perish now because you said that.
The only time
Wow, look at the hate.
it just comes back to hate us.
What do you think Undertale 2 is gonna have in it?
Undertale.
Clearly, it's gotta
fandoms,
have Mario Brothers.
gotta
Yeah.
have Luigi.
Okay. Since we're speaking,
Goku.
since we're
User
speaking,
requirement.
since we're speaking upon it, the new Smash. Myself and
Goku.
myself and
Now.
myself and Mod Meg have watched a few theory videos upon it, and all I can tell you is that if Ice Climbers doesn't get implemented, I'm fucking rioting.
Oh yeah, you're going straight to League of Legends. Great.
The worst character, anyways.
I want to be able to wobble people because that was the only reason why I played Melee.
Or we can make them for another reason and actually make them good in some other aspect. Maybe. Maybe.
No, I just
Have
want
a
to.
video game.
No, I just want to wobble people. Oh shit! Somebody's playing Mario Kart.
Yeah, it was.
We're gonna
It's
be
really fucking.
copyrighted.
Yeah, Nintendo's
I
not
am
gonna
the
like.
copyright.
Nintendo's not gonna like us.
They're gonna come and kill Grant.
This piano has reverb, so I can go.
Oh jeez. But anyways, so Smash.
Yes.
I want the return, and I've said this before. I want the return of Snake, and that's that. That's that.
You know what I want?
Yes.
I just want real talk. Come on, Nintendo.
Yeah, Nintendo.
It's free. It's literally right there in front of you. It's been
Banjo
staring
Kazooie.
this entire time. No ukulele. I'm kidding.
Oh no.
Put Hat Kid in.
Yeah, put Hat Kid in. Why the fuck is why is Shovel Knight not in the game yet?
Where's Goku?
Yeah, where's Goku? Oh shit, that almost sounds like Flowey's thing.
Well, it's like,
Yeah, that's Flowey right there. But there it is. Go back. now Asgore. But that would be cool to see something like maybe I'm not gonna say it, but Sans Undertale, Smash Brothers.
No.
That would be fucking funny as hell.
Just put in Goku. It's free. I mean, not really, but do it.
You're gonna have to get Akira Toriyama to say okay on that one.
Do you think he won't?
I mean, you may be right about that.
If you really think about it.
But will Toei say okay?
Man, fuck Toei.
Yeah, fuck Toei.
I mean, put Jiren in. There
Put
we
Jiren
go.
in.
Now it's a match.
Now put Broly in. Damn.
All right, now take Mario out. Take Mario out and put Cell in.
Yeah,
now you got a game.
now we're just making Dragon Ball.
Now we're just making Dragon Ball
now
Fighters.
we're making Dragon Ball Fighters 3.
Just put Dragon Ball Fighters on the
What
Switch.
happened to 2? I don't know, but hey.
Put Dragon Ball Fighters on the fucking Switch, you cowards. So, is there anything else that we would like to talk about?
Well, there is one thing. The beta for Blaze Blue Cross Tag Battle is hit.
Yep. Unless you're Will, unless you're Will, in which case it's not a true fighting game.
What do you mean it's not a true fighting game?
I don't know. You have to ask Will.
Yeah,
What?
well,
What? Because it has auto combos.
I think that's what his biggest problem is with it is the auto combos.
Wow! Okay, let's not make fighting games accessible and just have them all die as a medium. Thanks, Will. You're part of the problem too.
He's probably gonna jump in here and yell at you then.
Let him yell at me, because I feel strongly about this subject. You know how I feel about it.
It's gonna be great to have Will and Chad arguing.
I mean, this
It's
is
not an
a
argument if
natural
I'm it's not an argument if I'm objectively right.
PDX Con, I actually don't know what that is. Does anybody know what PDX Con is?
I don't know what that is, but it sounds interesting. Hit me up with the details.
Is it a PDX con? Looking
PDX? I thought that was like a workout.
Is it a
thing.
PDF file, dude? I love that.
PDX con. Paradox. Oh.
Don't know what that is still.
Okay, so PDX is Paradox. Paradox being the massively successful game studios that produced basically every strategy game that I care about.
Fire
Mhm.
Emblem?
No,
Oh!
like
What is that?
grand
Where's that?
strategy games, Mountain Blade, EU, the Europa Universalis series, the Hearts of Iron series, the Crusader King series. They have a lot of really, really in-depth strategy games that I love to death. And all I'm gonna ask for Paradox is give me a Mountain Blade, updated Mountain Blade. That's all I'm asking. Once I get my brand new Mountain Blade that doesn't look like when it ran on Windows 95, uh, I'll be happy because Mountain Blade Warband was the last one. Bannerlord. Oh yes, of course, Bannerlord. Um, but Mountain Blade Warband was the last Mountain Blade I played. I don't really particularly care about Fire and Sword. I mean, the guns are cool, I guess, but I just think that once Paradox strays away from, doing a hardcore, just straight up Mountain Blade game, I say they should take it into the future. If they're gonna add guns, go to, say, the Renaissance time instead of just the fucking, like, medieval period.
Absolutely.
That would be cool. There's very few games out there that has quite the strategy and yeah. Mountain Blade Napoleon was fun. Yes, absolutely. I agree. Mountain Blade Napoleon was fun. I just wish there was a single player mode. Cause I'm not a big fan of the multiplayer for Mountain Blade. I think it's okay. Uh, but I think that there should be a lot more single player determinate games for Mountain Blade series. And just the graphics update, please. I'm not asking for much here. I mean, I can deal with the shitty graphics of Mountain Blade fairly fine. That you get used to them quite quickly. I would just like to see, I'm not asking for 4K. I'm asking for maybe like just HD. So, anyways, Mountain Blade Viking, that would be cool. Something like Brett and Walda. I don't know if you know that mod, but Brett and Walda is a fucking fun ass mod where you have it had a solo campaign? Huh, I didn't know that. I'm gonna go look that up. Because I have not been up to date with Mountain Blade. Because all I've been doing is playing Warband over and over. Forever. So, you guys. Are you guys ready? You guys ready for fanfics?
Yes, I am. I haven't been here for a long time, and you know I miss them.
It is time. We have 30 minutes left of the podcast.
Are we doing my
Hit us with that link.
doing my favorite one?
We're spending 20 minutes on this, and then we're going to spend the rest of the 10 minutes answering questions.
Are we doing my favorite one?
Give me a second, because I have to say something real quick. If you would like to submit a fanfic, all you have to do is go into the Discord, which is linked below, on YouTube and on Twitch, and just submit it into the fanfics tab on my Discord server. That's also the Discord server where you can check up on me anytime I'm streaming or anytime these fellows are streaming as well, if they do ever stream.
I never
So,
will,
with that out of the way, what fanfic shall we be doing tonight, boys? I have...
That depends.
favorite.
I'll get the dating simulator music.
My favorite one. I'm a lead character.
Do we really have to do the rest of that because I think we're past My Immortal.
Come on.
Okay, we'll do one more chapter of My Immortal, simply
But why can't we finish it?
because every single time we do My Immortal, everybody fucking dies of a stroke. All of our viewers die of strokes.
You're
Chris,
right.
we're
Then I
not
guess
death
I'll read it on my
You can't
own
keep
free
doing that.
time.
Fine,
Fine, you know what? Let's not do it then anymore. Like, get me into a new story, you asinine.
Wait, if we're leaving it, can I spoil it then?
Yes,
Yeah.
you can
Yeah.
spoil it.
Yeah. Okay. At the very
What
end,
makes it
turns
so
out
good?
The entire time, it was all just a fake troll. The
Yeah.
whole story is written by a guy who the whole thing is supposed to be taken as a joke, and it's not serious. Voldemort comes in the end, and everybody's like, "Be gone, Spectre of Satan!" And they hold up crosses at him. He's like, "You guys are fucking retarded."
Oh no, you can't say that!
And
You can't say that on Twitch!
I mean, it's different. We're
No.
not talking about that.
Hunter, eyes.
Nope. Nope, you can't do that.
Yo, can somebody clip that?
No,
Listen,
don't!
It was a reference. I wasn't saying it in my own
It
context.
does not matter. Twitch does not care.
Intent does not matter. Like Twitch will just. Intent doesn't matter,
Well,
Chris.
Guess,
Well, then I
guess
guess
we're done.
Just reading it, huh?
Well, we've just been. This has been the boss
Well,
cave.
this
Who are
is
you?
the last
This
boss
is
cave.
the last boss cave there is, because I'm gonna get fucking banned.
This is the very last one. Oh man, I guess I won't even miss this.
Uh, anyways, so there is fanfic out here everywhere that we
Hold on
can
a second.
watch, we can read, we can listen to. I have a few ideas. There's a TF2 fanfic that is definitely
Fine.
the stupidest fucking thing I've ever seen.
Hmm.
It's a little not safe for work though, so I'm kind of hesitant to put it in there. Although,
God.
although Marsh seems to figure out that she's got a hand on something.
What? On what?
Marsh,
On what?
Marsh, what do you got? What do you got? Marsh, give us this fanfic, quick, before we
What?
lose.
No! What? No, I don't know what fanfic! Why are you bullying me? What did I
You did nothing, Marsh, and that's the point.
do? So this is why I'm being bullied.
Yes. So,
You horrible humans.
we have a fanfic here submitted to the Discord that we're going to do. Let me just place it in our Discord. There we go. And this is the one we're going to do. This is the mini-century engineer. Engineer and mini-century. If you'd like to read along, there is the link. And it is the worst thing in the world. I've read through it. I don't like it. It's really fucking bad. So, who is going to be who? I will divvy up the positions here. So, for the mini-century, we're gonna have Marsh.
Oh, who's that?
I'm busy.
The mini-century. It's literally just the mini-century.
Oh, okay. I don't know what. Okay.
Okay, and for the announcer, we're gonna have the wonderful Chad with us. Whenever he decides to come back. And then for the engineer,
Okay, finally back.
Okay,
Had to
hold
do
on,
it.
I'm
it
busy.
will be me. I will be the engineer.
Wait a minute. What are we reading?
We're reading the engineer fanfic that somebody submitted to
I
us.
hate you all.
So, Chad is our announcer. Chad is our announcer. Take it
Our
away.
narrator.
Nope, our announcer because it's TF2. Take it away whenever you're ready, Chad.
So wait, I have to read this like the announcer in the narrating thing?
No, you can read it however you want.
Thank you.
Yeah.
This is all my usual thing.
Go ahead, Chad.
Inside the Blue Engineer's room, mercenary's living quarters is a prototype combat-ready mini-sentry. This mini, like its complete version, stands on a tripod and has a blinking light on its head, but its color is a much lighter shade of blue. Dale Conacher wanted to test movement abilities
There he
in such a
goes.
small machine. Don't you start this.
We can hear you.
In such a small machine before moving on to offensive ones, after all. So the firing hole is actually purely cosmetic, and therefore, oh no, and therefore smaller on this model than on proper mini-century or its larger cousins.
Oh god.
Oh,
Oh,
yes.
Oh God.
Dell's bedroom is small and orderly, rather unlike the shop that he regularly works in. Blueprints ranging from Radigan all the way down to Dell line the walls, marking projects Dell has either completed or is yet to start. His pillows are in dark blue casing, and his blankets are the same sky blue shade as his shirt. After a long, strenuous day of exertion, this is where Dell comes to relax. Even an engineer needs a break from the constant battles and work on his little shop in the garage.
Our piano man is dead.
Oh, wait,
Rip.
what?
He got fucking called out for his bad behavior. Continue, Chad.
Oh, well, whoever's taking over his part, take it over.
He
Oh,
does.
what
He
was
doesn't
it?
have a part.
Oh.
He was the background music.
Oh no. We can't replace it.
So, the NG relaxes at his desk, eyeing books and folders of the latest Australian technology advances and his family's work over the century, including his father's blueprint for robotic legs.
Oh God.
Dale hasn't seen the old man in years, of course. He was most likely dead. But death didn't bother the line of engineers. It was a particular problem with no practical solution. Therefore, Dell shook the thought out of his head as he removed his goggles, tossing it behind him to add to the mess of work clothes on his floor. On the lonely nights after missions in building, the engineer prefers only a shirt and a pair of boxers and his privacy. The prototype mini-sentry turns to look at him. From a melted down Saxy, Dale Conacher had acquired a small amount of Australium that he'd used to power this little gun of his. It had run constantly over the past 4 years since he'd built it, and the Australium hasn't even depleted past 70%. He knew from building it that the machine drew at least 500 watts on a constant basis. So, for such a small amount of Australium to power something so demanding for so long, well, he could hardly imagine the kind of long-term applications the metal could serve. Forget oil. Australium was the future. The Mini's little light blinked at Dell a few times, and he sighed. Morse code. This little thing had learned Morse code somehow, even though he hadn't programmed it for anything like that. Was it the Australian? He was too tired to keep the information on it in his head, so he muttered, "Start over." Whoever's the engineer, he muttered
Start over.
in a Texan drawl as he hastily took out a pen and paper. The Mini started from the beginning as the engineer translated its latest message. And I'm just gonna fake more code here.
Oh, do I
Yeah,
read
Marsh.
this?
Marsh, just do it. Just do it.
Do it while tapping.
Oh, okay. I can't do Morse code tapping though.
No, just say. Please, just say the line.
Okay. Please play with me again.
Dale raised an eyebrow.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Dell, of course, didn't really care if the gun was sure or not. His erection was
Oh
already
no!
straining through his
Oh
body,
God.
and he knew what he wanted. This was Dell's darkest secret. As he pulled the Mini to his part of the desk, he playfully said,
Gotta move that gear up.
"This is, your
But
thoughts here."
oh, but I do.
He thought.
This thing's autopilot ain't designed for that. Say WWE
Engineer
champion,
pushed-
by the way. Say WWE championship.
Oh yeah, right. That's what we do. Engineer pushed the head of his world championship belt the empty barrel of his mini, and he sighed in relief at the feeling of the oily sensation of the prosthetic thing he'd made inside. He began to twist his hips.
Incoming! Let's do this Texas style. Yippee-ki-yay-ki-yo. Gotta move that gear. I love this little gun. Oh, pop, bam, whoa, bap.
The engineer's championship victory struck violently, and he grasped the mini sentry as he made the final thrust inside of it.
Yeehaw!
I hate you all. I hate you all.
The fucking end.
We got 16. We have got like 18 minutes to kill.
That is the worst fan fiction we have read here.
Oh no, it ain't.
Thank you for whoever submitted that. Who submitted that was
The Robbie Rotten was pretty bad, man.
Bird Bro. Thank you for submitting that. We hated it. It was
Thanks,
good.
I hate it.
Thanks, we hate it. If you have any other fanfics that you would like to submit, please go to my Discord. It's in the link in
Do
the
we have time to
description.
do another one shot real quick?
We do have another time to do another one shot real quick. If anybody has any one shots, please give them to me right now, and we will do them right now. But until
That
then,
means a very short one-page thingy or whatever. We'll ham it up. We got it.
let me just find oh no. Fanfics.
Yes. And oh,
Oh,
Fezza?
we've already read that one, Fezza.
Oh yeah, the portrait that looks like a large pile
Isle
of
of
ash.
Ash.
Very progressive story.
Very progressive story.
Very humbling.
Oh, I found one.
Oh no.
No, you didn't.
Oh no. Oh, we are not reading this. This is way,
How bad does
way
it
too
get?
long. I just clicked on short fanfic on Wattpad, and I got one that said One Direction
Why are
short
you
fan.
looking on Wattpad?
That was your first mistake.
We read bad fan fictions, Miss Night Blossom. Any bad fan fiction will do, as long as it's a short one that we can read.
Yeah, pretty much.
Ooh,
Yeah, ones that are
Bruno,
separated into chapters are just kind of.
but Bruno Mars? What the
I'm not
fuck?
doing this. I'm not doing this.
Bruno Mars?
Because Bruno
in
Mars
this?
is gay.
Oh no!
CJ.
Let's do an anime one.
Oh no.
Oh,
Oh,
hey man,
Uh,
GTA is an anime if you try hard enough.
Oh no!
Oh, CJ.
All of these are bad. Nobody ever go to Wattpad. All of them are bad.
Yeah, I know
Night-
this because I
Night
had a
Blossom?
Wattpad account.
Night Blossom, you have a library of these. Send us a quick one-shot one, please.
Yes, please. Oh
So we can end our suffering.
boy!
You mean
Holy
end suffering?
shit! I
Yeah,
found a
my
long.
suffering too.
I found a fucking long ass one. 707 X reader. No thanks. Oh, just oof. Oof.
No guarantees of a one-shot. Oh, no guarantees of bad or not. But hey, hit us with something, Night Blossom.
If you hit us with something good, then we shall make it bad.
Yeah, that's how we normally do things.
Yes, that's how you normally make really bad ones. So, now would be a good time while we're stalling to talk about some other projects that we've been thinking about doing. So as I've said before, I'm looking into making animated shorts over here with Marsh. Put it in the Discord. Sorry, put it in the Discord. Making animated shorts with Marsh. And another thing that we've been talking about is making a sort of skit show at the end of the Monday show instead of. I just told you, put it in the Discord.
Isn't there a delay on the stream, Grant?
Yes, there is, but they kept putting it in after like I said it
But how
twice.
long is the delay?
Not all that long for people who have good internet. It should only be like a 5-10 second delay.
Well, not everyone has god tier internet. You gotta remember that.
Who the fuck knows? Oh boy! Here we go. Here is the one that we are going to be reading. If you'd like to follow us along.
TF2 X meter one shot. Alright.
This is not gonna. Ooh, it's on
Hey, it's on
Wattpad too.
Wattpad.
Ooh,
Yikers.
Demo man, engineer, heavy medic, pyro scout, sniper, soldier, and spy. Woo!
Yeah. Yeah, boy.
So what are we
Charge
starting with?
me.
Why can't I read this?
Yeah, this is pretty quick. Yeah, it's a pretty short one.
I say, okay, apparently I can't read it.
Why?
Because I need to log in, and I'm not doing that.
I'm not logged in, and I'm
not
like
logged
in the whole
I'm
thing.
reading. I could see it.
I don't know what's going on. Hang on. I have an idea.
Boss here. I'm gonna DM the link to you.
No, 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 no,
later.
no, 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 don't.
Too late. It's already
I have
on.
an idea. The idea did not work.
Here, now take my idea and stop being stubborn.
You know it's Grant, so.
Thank you. Alright, so we're going to be reading this and then we're going to launch into some questions. So, Chad, take us away and we will fill in the blanks as we go. Marsh, you will be the reader.
Shit.
And I will be the demo man.
Oh,
It
great.
took me to the scout. I don't know where.
Oh, yeah, I'm at a scout.
Wait. Okay, fine.
Yeah.
That works. This is very short. Let's do it.
All right. Scout X Reader.
I meant to say scout.
Yeah, he meant to say scout. He doesn't know his classes. He's new to TF2, you guys. You gotta understand.
Bat 1,000 here.
Wow, that's the worst demo man impression I've ever heard.
All right, take it away.
After another successful battle against the Blues, your name sat in her room. You know what? Can I just throw Marsh in there?
Yeah, put Marsh. Do it.
Put
Good.
Marsh in it.
After another successful battle against the Blues, Marsh sat in her room drawing. She did this almost every evening. It was nice until she would hear the occasional booming, drunken laugh from one of the other mercs. It made her jump sometimes, being as she was so focused on sketching. Marsh wasn't a very social person. Holy
This is me. How did you find me?
Keep going, keep going.
Not that she disliked being around people. It's just that when she was around a lot of people, and when most of the attention is on her, she was starting to feel nervous. That's why Marsh chose to sit in the comfort of her room. She wasn't a girly girl, but she wasn't a tomboy. Marsh was almost in between the two. The young girl preferred doing drawings along the lines of tattoos, not fluffy clouds with unicorns. She just didn't have much inspiration when it came to drawing something cute. One of the main reasons why Marsh didn't talk much around the other mercs was because her crush was usually in the same room with her, and her crush was the scout of her team. The young girl was so caught up in her thoughts to acknowledge the knocking that emitted from the other side of the door. She listened again, just to be sure. The knocking sounded again. She called.
Hey, it's me, Scout. Can I come in?
He asked.
Sure.
She replied nervously. As Scout entered the room, Marsh looked up from her sketch pad and at the boy.
Oh, hey, are you?
No, Scout.
Yeah, that's you.
I was gonna say, hey, are you all right in here? No one's seen you in a couple hours.
Scout asked.
Yeah,
Hey.
yeah, I'm fine. This drawing is all.
She replied. Scout came over and stood next to the desk looking at what she was drawing.
Bitch, stay away from my paper.
What are you drawing?
He asked while looking at the faint lines that were covering the page of her pad.
I'm trying to draw a couple of skulls.
She answered, blushing a little bit.
Skulls. But I thought you were a fluffy cloud kind of person. Bada
He
boom.
said, smiling. You sound like Rodney Dangerfield.
That's what I'm doing now. I just gave up on
Oh
Scout.
my gosh.
So I gave up on Scout.
Okay, wait, let me do this.
Absolutely.
No, I'm not into the whole pink fluffy cloud thing.
Fucking
Never have been.
clouds.
She replied. Marsh was sitting on her chair, so she had to tilt her head up a little to see him. He looked back at her. She tried to hide the growing blush on her face by looking down at the paper again. It was silent for a minute until he spoke again.
Hey, look, I'm walking here. I can't tell you something.
The girl looked back up at him, her eyes meeting his.
Nani? What is it, Scout?
She asked quizzically.
Well, you see, I've been walking you here for quite some time now, and I was wondering if you felt the same about walking here.
He confessed. She stood up, a shock of happiness running throughout her body. She opened her mouth to speak, but not a sound was heard. A pink hue painted her cheeks, but she smiled and nodded in response.
Oh, really? You're walking here, EB?
I, you.
She stumbled over her words. He silently pulled her into a kiss. This sudden move caused her to jump slightly, but ever so slowly, she melted into the kiss. Soon after, pulled away and locked eyes.
Hey, I'm walking here.
He said.
You're disgusting too, Scout.
Marsh spent the rest of the evening with Scout and didn't even think about going back to her drawing.
Bitch, that's a lie! I went back to drawing soon!
I'm walking here.
Alright, we slept in enough. Alright.
Whew, that was really fucking good. I love that. Thank you, Miss Night Blossom, for fucking submitting that to us. Alright, so now is the part of the podcast where we start answering questions. If you have a question for us, any of us here on the podcast, except Chris, because he's fucking gone right now, all you have to do is type out question, what your question is, and who is, or sorry, question, what your question, the word question, who your question's for, and what it is. Sorry.
So wonderful.
I'm so bad at words. So go ahead, and I will be checking in the YouTubes to see if we have any comments. I already have it pulled up, and we don't have any comments or questions here. So
it's normal.
That's pretty normal, considering we only get like one or two episodes.
What a wonderful world.
We only get one or two questions. We only get one or two views, and most of them are from my brother. But that's besides the point. So, does anybody have any questions for me or my lovely guests here? And by lovely, I mean them.
Wow, you could have kept the lovely part because I am lovely, thank you very much.
Yeah, chat, I agree, he is lovely.
What?
Okay,
Me right now?
Okay, I'm getting insulted here.
Hey, real talk, Marsh is actually lovely though.
I'm joking, Marsh. I'm joking. Alright. Alright, we got a question coming in hot from Miss Nightbloom. What is your question? Can we read another? Sure. On next week's edition of Fanfic Fridays, we can.
Tune in next Friday.
Tune in
also,
next Friday.
maybe tune in on Monday.
A little bit of
and maybe some points throughout the week if Boss can get off his arse for long enough to stream.
What the fuck do you mean by that? I streamed 3 days last week. I even announced it. What the fuck are you talking?
Yo, stop.
That was the point. That is the point.
Oh no, Rick, I already streamed 3 days last week, oh.
Don't make
Morty, you gotta stream 7 days a week, Morty.
don't 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 make fun of me, Rick. It's not
Morty,
okay.
look at Morty.
I'll suck your toes, Rick. I'll tell you that.
You're
Stop.
gonna suck his toes and you're gonna love him.
No.
Stop. Freaking stop.
Swifty.
Oh, Rick, I'm just a thirsty little flower. I don't want to be with your pea, Rick.
Alright, that's enough. Okay, this has been the long game, everyone. Who are you people?
If you have
Any more questions?
any more questions we have before we end the show, boys?
Anything, please.
We have one coming in from Pheasant, and she says, "Ree!"
Oh, interesting question. Let me answer it the best way I can. And I live by that.
And we live by that. Alright. I have been the boss. This has been the Boss Cave. Who have you all been?
Man,
One at a time.
I was insulted. I wasn't treated with respect. I am wondering why I even came back here. That's who I am. Your
I'm
turn.
Chad, I'm Chad, and I'd like to remind Marsh that she is loved and cared for,
And
despite all the memes.
and Chris is fucking gone. Alright. That's the end of our show. Come back next week if you want some fucking good shit here. Alright, and remember, boys, never
Mhm.
wipe your ass going towards.
God.
Never wipe frontwards, you gotta wipe backwards.
Alright,
I
see
hate
y'all
you.
later.